Oh, that was a mistake.
Wow.
Welcome to Jabberjaw. Oh my God. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me, as always, is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome. I was distracted by Tyson's drumming.
You are.
Thank you very much. Now that we're on video, you guys can see what I do every time that we do this show.
Yes.
But yes, thank you very much. Matt, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
right.
Went to took the day off and went to the zoo, which was actually a lovely, kind of a nice way to spend a Tuesday. And I've been to the zoo a
Absolutely.
couple times,
Yeah,
but no, I get to
jealous.
see elephants and a couple bears swimming, which was adorable. They had little floaties.
Oh, so cute.
They had little bear floaties, which was awesome.
Oh, really?
Were they wearing bear bikinis?
They were not. They were actually
Bear keys.
natural bear. Yes, they were quite nude bears. Saw the dolphin show. Which
Little
was great.
X-rated zoo action.
It was
right?
the zoo is a little it was great because like everything was out. Like usually you go to the zoo and like you're looking at a cage and it's like, okay, where is it? And
Yeah.
they were all out today, and so it was like a lot of fun. They have a little train that we took, so
Oh,
a
that's
little
cute.
early plug for the Indianapolis Zoo because it's actually like pretty compact. You can get around in a couple hours and a lot of fun.
I've actually
Nice.
been to that. I went to that zoo when I was visiting Beth. When
Oh,
she
you did?
was
Oh,
up there
good.
with you, yeah. And I
Oh,
must say that my favorite thing at the zoo all the time is either the beavers, swimming around, holding hands, and all that kind of adorable junk.
adorable.
But mostly, like, I love watching polar bears swim. They just look like they're having a
Me
great
too.
Yeah. I
They're
will say
my favorite.
the coolest thing I almost forgot about it was that they have kind of this unique feature. There's like an orangutan center. I don't know. And they have these like giant like rope, like metal rope things that they can just swing. The orangutans can swing above the center itself outside, and one of them was out and just swinging. And and it was awesome because they're like, probably 50, 60 feet up in the air, and there's just swinging in these platforms just like above you in the zoo. And it was actually, that was probably the coolest thing. That was to see,
If I remember
So-
correctly, they had like a butterfly room or like
There is we did not actually, that was like kind of the one thing that we did not see was the butterfly room.
That room freaked me out. Not as much as the birds, but because there's all these butterflies now. I was like, is it a federal offense to kill a butterfly accidentally, in a zoo? And I don't know. It's probably
Do you have a fear of butterflies?
I don't, but there's still bugs, so I still got a thing. They're pretty. I'm less scared of them than wasps, I suppose. But I do remember walking in there, and it was kind of a neat experience. That's
cool.
I'm glad you got to go to the zoo because that's a great thing to do.
I haven't been in a minute. I think the last zoo I went to was a petting zoo. There were lots of goats trying to eat my shit. So shit isn't stuff like jacket.
We got to pet a marsupial, the kangaroo. There was a little kangaroo. They had a bunch of little kangaroos you can walk through, and
that's super cute.
Super soft, like crazy soft, like the softest thing you've ever felt in your life.
So you're saying I should get a baby kangaroo?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Oh, I don't mean to. Yeah, I don't mean to.
Just gonna say, so I shouldn't eat kangaroo. Is that
no?
Is that wrong? Okay.
No,
they're too soft.
Kangaroo. Despite the ultra luxuriousness of their fur, we should just let them be. Pet them. Don't kill
just pet them.
Just pet them. Pet, don't kill.
Now, to be fair, kangaroos, babies, they live in the pouch, which apparently is just full of mucus. So maybe
is it?
Got a little refresher on this today, conveniently, okay. Tyson. Wow, this is so convenient that I just went to the zoo today.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. I'm curious, I can't remember.
Thank God.
So the baby kangaroo only lives in the mom's uterus for 33 days, and then they transfer it to the belly pouch. The glove box, whatever, the kangaroo glove box, and
take an Uber,
and then it incubates for like another 6 months. Yeah, only 33 days. Yeah. So,
if only we could do that as humans.
I know. Republicans would lose their shit. There'd be no way. There'd be no leeway at all. Oh, the 33-day gestation period. You're getting like 9 hours to make up your mind.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. They're in the pouch.
Topical and weird. I like it.
Yes, it is.
It is. Very weird. I'm having
like to think that's what we're known for.
Right
yeah.
Yep.
Oh
my god.
Did you guys do anything fun this weekend?
What have you been up to? You were mowing the lawn, I guess, yesterday. How was that?
Oh, so domesticated. Why don't you just punch me in the nuts right now? My domesticated life. No, actually, it's weird. So we were supposed to go on vacation tomorrow, to the Wisconsin Dells, and we were gonna. So for those of you who don't know, we have, 100 dogs. No, we have 3 dogs. It just feels like 100 because there are 2 Newfoundlands and an Australian Shepherd, and we were gonna have someone come over and watch the Aussie and babysit the house, and then the other 2 were gonna go over to a friend's house who's the co-owner of the dogs, and her dog went into season, which means that she's going to be impregnated, but she will be surgically impregnated, which means that we can't send our dogs over there. So yeah, so it looks like Beth will be staying home. So originally, so Beth is my wife, and then Sally was going to go with her husband. Sally got the vid, so she can't go.
No.
So it's just going to be me and Mom and Dad. So it'll be like a vacation that we had when I was 1, before Sally was around. I don't know what that's going to be like exactly. So we're going to the Wisconsin Dells, but Beth is going to stay home. So you can't have a bunch of jumping around dogs who are trying to play, because one of our dogs is the daughter of the one that's going to get inseminated.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. So everything has changed today. It's all different. So now my parents are going to be here in a few minutes, and then we're going to play bridge a lot tonight, because that was what we were going to do.
You got to get it in. Yeah,
we got to get it in. We were going to play bridge a lot up there and teach Sally and Brett how to play and whatever. But now it's going to be like a marathon bridge session tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
This will be fun. Yeah,
it'll be fun. And then I will probably go on vacation with them.
How long does a game of bridge take? I'd love you to do. I know nothing about it.
This is a fantastic question, because I almost got into a fight with my parents about this question. A game of bridge can go as long as you want. It can last for decades. So, because there is no way to win bridge. You just keep playing and then accruing scores. So you could keep the same bridge game going with the same partners forever. And then when one of you dies, you'll find out who won. Which I think is crazy. Now, you can set a limit on the points, but you don't have to. And so I was like, but Mom, how do we win this game? I just didn't understand it. And so no,
why play a game if someone can't win it?
Well, you can be ahead. Yeah, exactly. But you can be ahead and then just pick it back up. So at some point you just be like, I quit. I'm done.
Oh my God! But what if you're sucking so bad? There's like no way. I mean,
right? I mean,
drop off.
Well, I mean, Beth's parents had friends that kept the game going for a decade. They would go on vacation.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all arbitrary. So anyway, so you basically just, like, whenever you stop, whoever's got the most point wins, unless you start playing the next day and then you just pick up the scores and then see what happens. It's a fun game. It's a thinker. It really is, and it's hard. Yeah. It's a hard game to learn, but it's fun. I'm sure that by unless the Gen Zers or Alpha Gens or whatever they're called decide to pick up this game, being as there's no digital and or role playing part of this game, I doubt that they will. The game will pretty much be deceased by 2020. I would say 2045. I don't think anyone will buy it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Do you guys want? That's sad.
Do you guys want to learn how to play bridge?
I would, yeah.
Oh
Smith
yeah,
is like,
you guys,
yes.
you guys look like you really want to learn how to play bridge. So
No, I've always been like,
is it bridge or karaoke? I might
yeah,
pick karaoke.
yeah,
I know.
that's possible. Yeah,
To be fair, the amount of social mistakes that you can make in bridge versus karaoke are about the same. So,
Okay.
so
All right.
if that makes you feel any
Apples to
better.
apples, yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going on with me. How about you, Miss Doss?
Miss Doss went to Estes Park, Colorado this weekend.
Oh yeah.
After dog sitting. It was nice. It was very nice. What did we do? We did the hike to Emerald Lake, which is, I feel, pretty stereotypical. If you're going to go to Estes, you kind of have to do that hike. It was, like Estes is overrun with tourists this time of year. So there was a lot of like, people on the trail. There are some people that were like blasting music on the trail, which I don't get. And I don't know if that's a sign of aging or what. I was like, shut that shit off. Enjoy the sounds of nature.
Is really? They brought boom boxes to the.
They literally it was, and of course they went there to smoke, take some edibles, whatever. But they had a little speaker with them, a couple of them hanging off their backpack, and I was like, why? Why?
Yeah, well, if that wasn't a speaker, it'd be some dude with like an acoustic guitar. So where you're.
That's true. That is true.
That is a good point. That's a very good point.
To be fair, it's funny. It's the same people that like listen to their phone blasting, like when on the bus or something,
agreed.
Or the people who always talk to their phone like this when they're walking down the street. They've got that drives me nuts.
Not paying attention to anything whatsoever. Yeah,
got an ear right here. Like I don't need to but no, and and they're not. They're that drives me crazy. I can't.
I'm telling you. I mean,
I think it is all signs. It's all signs.
Trail. Yeah.
It's all signs of old age. So just welcome to it.
I know. God dang it, it sucks.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, no, and then the other thing that kind of pissed me off was there are these like hot Asian girls that were like taking photos of each other by Emerald Lake and like telling each other to like move an inch or like smile but not too big, medium big, like crazy shit like that. And I was just like, oh my God, is this another sign of aging? I'm just not into this scenario.
You lost me at hot Asians. What happened?
There's this thing called Hot Girl Instagram Sesh. That it's like a hashtag where girls will go to all of these like beautiful places in the world and take hundreds of pictures of themselves in various poses. So I actually saw it in real life for once. And it was, these two friends, and one of them was like laid out on a rock. And it was scantily clad. The other one was like telling her how to pose and shit. And I'm just like,
oh my God. When this happened with pics? Come on.
Because I didn't have service, or else I would have. I actually took a pic of me like with one of the Asian girls in the background, like goofing around. So I'll send you that.
It's funny.
To make fun of it.
Well, fair enough. I mean, it was funny. When we were driving downtown to Kansas City to play that gig that I played at the art opening. There were three younger ladies. I can't age women anymore. I've lost the ability. They could have been 13 or they could have been 35. I have no idea.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
And they were like
the Matt Gaetz defense there. Anyway,
I didn't take them over state lines, Matt. I just watched them.
He says
orally.
I think you won the podcast. Orally. But I was watching. Beth was driving because I didn't know. I don't drive downtown because I am Miss Daisy, and we came up on these three young women, and they were positioning themselves with phones and and it was like this whole production thing. And I was like, you're in front of a fucking brick wall. I was like, I get it, but I know that's a thing. I get it. I mean, that's a thing that happens with people now.
I mean, we're gonna have that thing in September. I hate to say, because we got to get some pictures up for the website.
Well, I went to lunch this weekend with an old dear friend of mine, Kurt. and I didn't even fucking think to take a picture of us.
Isn't
like
that weird how it happens?
Yeah.
I've been in situations with older friends who I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, we didn't take one picture together. What the fuck
Yeah.
was I thinking? Yeah.
Only later when I was like, I should write about this on Facebook, and I was like, oh, you should have taken a picture. That would have been smart.
So, Tice, your friend Kurt, his sister Addie,
Mhm.
we used to work together at Taco Shop.
When
you said Addie, I was like, holy shit!
She knew the whole crew, and it was
she's awesome.
Yeah, she was fun.
Where's he at now?
He's in Hayes working at Taco Shop.
He's in Hayes. Oh, great. Awesome. Okay.
He's a manager at Taco Shop. So
okay.
He has come home to roost.
Dude, when he sells that bit of stock or whatever that he has in it, he's gonna be all right. I mean, from what I hear from the Goggers, it's all good.
Oh, does he have stock in it? He didn't mention that.
Yep.
I didn't know that Bob bought it. This is way inside baseball. Sorry.
Oh man, so many things. I can't say certain things, but I got.
Yeah, we'll take this offline.
Yeah.
So, I heard Molly got fired. Again,
there's drama.
Way inside baseball. Sorry. Hi, everybody.
Lost 2 listeners and viewers. It's fine. We're going back to regular stuff. But that's it. That's about all. I went to Estes Park. I came back. Went to the Stanley Hotel, which was very cool.
Oh, yeah.
I've not been there before.
Yeah.
Where Stephen King got the inspiration for The Shining. So
now, do they actually do the maze thing? Do they have the hedge maze?
They have the hedge maze.
Okay.
But they put it in a couple years ago, so the hedge was like this tall. It is. I mean, if you're a little,
you're telling me I'm gonna be okay.
Where's Smith? He's right there.
Oh, he's right there.
Literally, he's not getting lost in that shit. It is getting taller. It's growing, so that's a plus.
Do they offer tours? Like, can you just as a tourist?
They do. Yeah, they offer tours, like ghost tours, and then they also do seances in one of the rooms.
I'm sure you loved that.
I loved it. I did it when Chrissy got married. Of course I did. I was all into it. And it was so cheesy and stupid. They definitely had like a light effect going on, but whatever. We didn't do that this time. We went to the bar. It's kind of our tradition when I go with my husband and my mother-in-law. We have a few cocktails and sit outside and, watch the mountains. That's all you can really do. It's nice. But we did see a rainbow this time. That was
hey. Nice. That's nice.
Yeah, it was actually a double rainbow. My mother-in-law was like, "It's a double umbrella." Jonas and I were like, "What the fuck?"
Double umbrella.
She's all like, "What's wrong with me?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't."
I remember going to Estes Park as a kid, and everything was a T-shirt store, is what I remember.
Oh my God, so many T-shirt stores
and
Snickers Deluxe.
And there was a little tiny comic book shop, which made my heart happy. And
really,
I went in there. I bought an issue of the Tick. This was a long time ago, and this guy who worked there was like, my sister dated Ben Edlund, who created the Tick.
Oh,
and
cool.
I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, but she broke up with him. I'm like, she's an idiot. And he's like, I know. That's my Estes Park story. Anyway.
That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Lots of T-shirts. I just remember being like,
lots of T-shirts, lots of taffy, lots of ice cream.
Did you get me some taffy?
Nope.
It's okay. I just got some taffy from the Outer Banks, so I'm taffied up.
I can definitely get you some at some point.
No, it's fine.
This year,
I'm taffied up for this year. I'm good.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll be your hookup next year.
They sell it in like the Kroger here, and I just refuse to buy it because I'm like,
don't do that. I'll get you some from Estes.
Not the source. Gotta be somewhere to eat some taffy.
That's the deal. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, you can just buy it at the grocery store.
No. It's bullshit.
That's weird, right? Exactly. Like, so everyone, it seems like everywhere I've been, not everywhere, but many places I've been, claimed to have the taffy hookup. I was thinking immediately, Outer Banks, Colorado, Atlantic City had a big taffy contingent for some reason. The Taffy Contingent. That's the name of my new band, the Taffy Contingent.
I like it.
I would go to that concert for sure. No, Atlantic City taffy's awful. And I'm not a big taffy person, but it's like everything in Atlantic City.
It's kind of awful.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
I I saw Chef
Chew
Guy there.
very
I had a good
slowly.
time.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was one of the funniest. We talked about this on the podcast many times, but God, one of the best Tyson moments. Well, I know we have a shitload of headlines. Do you guys want to?
Yeah,
get
it's been a
into
crazy
that?
week. So yeah.
All right. Headline of
the week. Everything is pre-recorded, but that is not.
Yeah, that is not. No.
Well, okay, Matt, do you want to start with the sadness trail of this week?
I don't know. Let's because Dawson, you said you really didn't have any headlines this week.
No, because I knew it was all sad, and I knew we would bring it up.
All right.
So well, it's like,
why don't
break.
Let's ping pong it, Tyson. Like I'll do one, and then you do one, and then
I'll see who can be
sadder. Yeah.
Okay, I have a good one, and I actually meant to use this last week, and I forgot. Well, I had so many last week, I actually didn't. I skipped over it. So this is a couple weeks old. Kentucky Noah's Ark sues insurance company over damages caused by heavy rains. All right. I want you to listen to that one more time. Kentucky Noah's Ark sues insurance company over damage caused by heavy rains.
It doesn't get better than that.
It really doesn't. I think I told you that you won forever for that one. Like,
yeah.
As pure as yes.
Yeah. It does say in Kentucky's Noah Ark attraction, they're demanding their insurance company bail them out after heavy rains caused over $1 million worth of property damages. I mean, if they could sell some of those animals off, they could probably make a little cash.
Yeah. But they kind of disproved the whole thing too. Like it was a really expensive MythBusters experiment.
That's true.
It didn't work. It just one little heavy rainstorm in Kentucky.
It ruined the whole Noah's Ark experiment.
It really did. The whole experience had to be shut down as to lie to children to another generation. Yeah. Oh my God.
It was weird. We were driving back from the beach, and we drove through some town that was sort of outside of Kansas City. And Beth, my wife, pointed out that she was like, "I stayed at that hotel," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "Well, it used to be called Noah's Ark Hotel," and I was like, "Well, what?" And she's like, "Well, it was just a hotel, but on the roof they had Noah's Ark and all these fake animals in sets of tubes on top of the thing." And that was their whole gimmick, and people would stay there to stay at the Noah's Ark Hotel. Anyway, so the more you know, kids. Anyway,
that's right.
The more you know. Rainbow. Right. Yeah.
Well, I also have a lighter one. We're gonna get started off lighter and then get to therapy. This again. Now this is awesome because I get to follow up from this story again. This is late breaking at 4:51 p.m. Central Standard Time from the Hayes Post. The Freedom from Religion Foundation on Hayes dress code decision. So I don't know. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is like the big one. It was like if you were into animals, you would be into the What's the
ASCAP?
No, I think that's the royalty.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You mean like ASPCA?
That's what I was trying to think of. It's ASCAP, and no, it's no. But anyway, but yeah, and I haven't read the whole write up yet because I literally just found it. But like, that's kind of awesome. So. This calls back to last week when the Hayes School Board ruled that they would not allow satanic imagery in their schools because it would be too distracting. And then this was my original story for this week is they actually reversed that decision. And so I'm guessing maybe they got a phone call from the ACLU and the Hayes School Board was like, we really need new football uniforms this year. Maybe we just let this go. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened. So anyway, bottom line, you can wear all the satanic imagery you want. And I hope somebody at Oktoberfest, I will not be able to attend this year, take advantage and come up with some creatively satanic t-shirts. That's all.
Please, and send the show a couple t-shirts.
That would be great. Any concepts that you've got, absolutely. Like, how do we associate? It's really connecting Beerox with Satan. So let that mull around for a while.
A lot of different directions.
You really could. It's pretty limitless.
I have to think about
brand a nice like pentagram into the beer rock. Yeah.
or green bean and dumpling soup. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Like a satanic goat eating green bean. And
I love that. Yeah, that's
As
long as it's Satan. Yeah, as long as it's Satan. I love it. Love it. Anyway, so that was my lighter fare.
Okay, well, I have one more. I think I have one more. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So Kari Lake, election denier and Arizona GOP candidate, says Trump DeSantis have BDE.
I literally made that noise and almost vomited for real when you sent that yesterday, Tice.
This is her quote exactly. She says, "I'll tell you what he's got. I don't know if you've heard of this, but he's got BDE." She said to DeSantis, "Anybody know what that means? Ask your kids about it later."
And I think to be fair, I think she meant to say CTE, but just got off by a couple letters. So I think that's what she meant with CTE. Do you want to inform the listening public in case they don't have a
child who knows
the answer to this?
BDE means big dick energy, and from what I don't know who started it, but I've certainly heard it on How Did This Get Made? I've heard Howard Stern reference it. I've heard
everybody does now. Yeah.
So I don't. Again. She said I call it Big DeSantis energy.
Oh my god,
that's even gross.
She said that so gross.
She said that later though when she got called out on it. So
she is like I said earlier, just a vile woman.
She is. I'm looking at a picture of her right now. If you can look up a picture of Kari Lake, she's like the manic. She's like the manic pixie version of fever dreams of Republicans. Like she's the closest thing that she's the only thing that they're ever going to get to like Zooey Deschanel or like or like what's her face from Tank Girl, Lori Petty, something like that. Yeah, that's the closest you're going to get. But anyway, there's that. That's depressing.
That is. Thank you.
Now that our lunch is all off.
So I did have a follow-up to the big win that women had in Kansas last week. Some lunatic decided that they probably need to do a recount. And so Melissa Levitt of Colby, as the article says, far western Kansas. I love that. Far western Kansas.
That is pretty far.
Requested a recount and declined to comment to reporters on Friday. So basically what she did is she set up like a GoFundMe, but it's like a religious version of that because I think GoFundMe frowns upon these kind of things.
Is it called GodFundMe? That would be awesome.
Something like that.
Oh, please.
GodFundMe, that's good.
Is really good, Tyson.
So, it's not a thing. Tyson's going to GoDaddy right now.
Yeah, he is.
Give me my millions.
Don't steal it.
But yeah, so and as I checked this earlier this morning, they were up to, apparently it's going to cost like $265,000. And so we're already up to about 107,000. I'm all for these morons throwing their money at this. Raise more for all I care.
Wasn't it like 15 or 16 points?
18 points.
Okay. Yeah, that's not even remotely close.
No, 18 points. But basically she just doesn't believe that God would have done this to her. And there's a very long answer to that.
There is a long answer to that.
Also a very short answer to that. But,
sure.
So anyway, so yes, may go to recount. That'll be a nail biter. I hope the cyber ninjas will be back on the trail. So yeah,
idiots.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah,
$7,000. That's so much money.
Yeah,
it is so much money. Put that towards something else.
Yeah, like life.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just the people are hungry and but now
go ahead, Tice.
So I don't have any more headlines, but I mean,
that's all your.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk a little bit about what they found at Mar-a-Lago. We haven't talked about
news.
That.
Yeah. No, so I think the one really the biggest one I was going to mention. It was kind of subtle yesterday, but the when they basically argued for the fact they did not want not the indictment released. What's the name of the document?
Affidavit.
The affidavit, which is basically the legal cause they gave the judge for the search warrant. And so there was a lot of and this answered kind of a big question, which was, was this just a matter? And I think most of us knew that Trump wasn't clean as a whistle up until this little kerfluffle.
Just a thing real fast. I was thinking about it the other day, and I came up with this phrase: just because he's an idiot doesn't mean he's not sinister.
That's true.
I love that.
I like that. Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
This the request for the affidavit to not be released actually gave us a lot of information in that there were couple of things. There were ongoing criminal investigations that this is not related to, that they said were at risk, and two, that witnesses would be in danger or potentially what's the word I'm looking for? Compromised if their name were to appear. And so what that really tells us is this is a much bigger investigation, and likely there is some kind of informant. So anyway,
there's no fucking way no judge anywhere is going to unclassify the affidavit, because the affidavit has nothing to do with what's going on. I mean, it has everything to do with what's going on, but there's no reason for that to be declassified. The only reason he wants that declassified is because so he can start his legal defense.
Right, absolutely. Right. Which by
the
way, totally hilarious, but for his Georgia, another completely other this week, where Rudy Giuliani found out that he is under criminal investigation, which is lovely. Actually, I had a headline for this. The headline from this is just beautiful. I didn't get a chance to read.
I can't wait.
But this was from Rudy, Esquire.
You're doing it.
And the headline is just Rudy Giuliani prepares to enter the and find out phase of his fucking around. And yeah, he absolutely is. He's just been meandering out there, just breaking laws left and right. And he's finally... So he's going to have to go testify. And so it's been a crazy week.
But what about his health concerns? How's he going to get there?
I did have this thing though, because Giuliani's, I don't know, is he late 70s, early 80s? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Trump's whatever.
I don't really care.
These people don't have to go they don't have to go away for a long time.
No,
really don't. And so. Right. So when you're talking 5-10 years, that's pretty much it. Because I have to imagine the mental decline is not going to get it better in prison. I'm seeing kind of like a Capone thing here, where they both slowly die of syphilis in a cell, which I love.
It is funny. It's interesting, So he's been divorced 3 times. He has 3 sets of alimony payments. He has no job. He has no money.
No.
I mean, being depressed might be the best thing that could happen to him. He will slowly. I don't know. It's not like Donald Trump's going to throw him any cash, so I don't know.
No.
Yeah, there are 2 people that Trump has a box on: Giuliani.
And Lindsey Graham.
Exactly. And I don't know what's in that, but it's not good.
It isn't.
No. Lindsey Graham's going to the mat in Georgia too, and he's not happy about it either.
He's not either. No, they're making him, and they're all going to go and they're going to plead the 5th, and it's.
I was reading this thing about the 5th. If you plead the 5th, that's fine when you're doing depositions or whatnot. But if that's what it says, and you go to jury, which is what's going to happen, the jury can be like, "Oh, you pled the 5th for everything, then you must have something to hide, because you would have defended yourself at some point."
Yeah.
Right. So it's not just a fucking free-for-all blanket.
Oh, absolutely not. No, it works in congressional testimony and grand juries. That's the only time that shit works. Like otherwise, like you're not talking because like you don't get the opportunity to speak. Like,
right, you might incriminate yourself.
But yeah, right. So it's
you can put out as many social tweets as you want or truth.
No, anyway. What I was going to mention is for the whole Georgia thing, which there's a whole that I need to learn more about that because the whole Georgia lawsuit, there's a lot of people saying that's going to be the big one that'll get him. But with Giuliani, but anyway, with the whole Georgia suit, Trump hired basically this guy called the $1 billion lawyer, and he's basically known for defending area Atlanta rappers, which I think is pretty perfect because I think they're
hilarious.
Pretty perfect.
Best decision.
Yeah, it really was because like nobody wants to defend this dude. Like nobody's touching this. Like nobody. Like even like they were talking about you heard about the the several things where they referred to in the testimony in the January 6th stuff. They talked about like the Team Crazy. Like there were the normal attorneys, but there was Team Crazy. Yeah. Now Team Crazy is it's Team Batshit, and it's another guy. They also apparently hired some guy from what was I think it's dead now. The other sort of Newsmax network.
OAN.
OAN. Yeah, apparently some dude at OAN had a law degree. So.
Oh yeah. That was it's a lady. Yeah, she.
Oh, it's a lady. Yeah.
Bab. Yeah, and she's just like.
Rick!
Hey!
Hey, it's my dad.
It's your dad.
Hey, Rick. Welcome.
Hola.
What's shaking? This is our PR director, Rick. You may recognize him from a couple of episodes ago.
The man behind the power or behind the throne, whatever.
That is true.
Anyway.
Are you excited for Bridge?
Yeah, I'm actually excited for a beverage. So,
Heyo!
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. It's been a long day. 4:30 this morning.
Good.
So,
yikes!
Man,
yikes.
Yeah.
And then a 2-hour power nap in the morning. Jeez. Then I want my wife to drive, which I never do, and she can't drive because her hands arthritis was really bad, so I had to drive. Anyway, we're here.
We're good.
We made it.
And
yay, we're happy.
I'll let you get back to the important things, and sorry for interrupting. I'm going to have some wine.
Absolutely.
Do
Good to see you, Rick.
Love it. Cheers to you, sir.
Yeah. I'm sure that's all water. Good.
It is. Hey.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to another podcast. So, hey, Smith, are you going to talk about the Indiana's vote? Or have you already had that?
You know what? That's another thing I can add to the sad list for this week.
Yeah.
So I can.
I was waiting for you to say something about it last time.
I think I'm too I used to work there, so it's a little it's a little head spin.
A little fresh,
yeah.
Anyway, so all right. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Rick.
Bye, Rick. Oh my God. Love it.
Oh.
So cute.
Cameo.
Cameo. That was nice.
Rick Dynas. Extraordinaire human being.
Anyway, so where were we? Sorry.
I don't know. Let me see if I got anything.
We got podcast bombed.
Yeah, was there anything?
Did. I love that.
That was fun. That was fun.
Super fun.
My plumber is here. Let's see.
Hey, come on back. You want us to interview you? Why not?
I have a couple. I'd like a couple lighter ones. So
please, lighter, please.
We need light. We need some light.
I got that leave site thing, and I was like, nope, I want to cancel that.
Like Martha Stewart and Pete Davidson being rumored to be together.
I think that's awesome. Like that,
I do too.
Like that
was honestly my favorite thing of last week, other than Mar-a-Lago.
Absolutely. Yeah, like that dude is just going to date everybody, and good for him. He should. Like I think that dude just has a dartboard of women in his mansion, and just
who do I hit next?
Martha Stewart's a much better woman for you.
Way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Our kids are long gone. You won't have to compete with them. You know. But I did see something funny. I saw somebody somebody tweeted, and it was a while ago. It's like, ladies, if you're still in line to date Pete Davidson, don't lose your place in line. And that was great. And that was well before that was like when he started dating what's her face? You know, that one lady that wants to be, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
She once said that she wanted to be Elizabeth Taylor. She wants to be the new Elizabeth Taylor.
Who said this?
Who said that?
Kim Kardashian.
You can't say that. You get pronounced that. You don't get to be.
But I mean, she had like what, 5 husbands? And
Oh, you mean like in sort of I'm a fuck up? Well, yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what she meant. She doesn't act. But
I mean, she certainly can emulate the trashier side of Elizabeth Taylor.
That's true.
I'm sorry I even brought it up. She doesn't deserve our time.
Right. You're right. Absolutely not worth our time.
Tyson, how dare you? Come on.
I will own that.
So,
can I say this?
Oh shit!
Wait, t-shirt time. T-shirt time.
So I want to show you this t-shirt. Okay, so this t-shirt was a wedding gift from our kids, best kids, and it says she had one that says, and mine says "Get back, witch," and the other one says, "I'm not a witch, I'm your wife." It's a quote from Princess Bride with Carol Kane and Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
So we were in an airport one time on our honeymoon, and I was wearing this shirt, and we were flying home, and this TSA lady was like, "Oh no, you did not wear that T-shirt," and I was like, "What?" Like, and she didn't know the movie. She didn't get the reference. She started yelling.
She got pissed.
Yeah, she got pissed.
No way.
And this guy that she was working with just started laughing his ass off, and he was like, you don't know what that is? And she's like, I don't know, but no one's calling me a witch, And I was like, what the fuck? You're a TSA agent. Just chill the fuck out. But anyway, that shirt, her shirt, best shirt, which really are supposed to be wearing in pairs, it got lost in the fire. So I wore this out the other day, and I was at a Quick Trip, which is like a 7-Eleven or whatever. And this guy behind the counter goes, I love your shirt, dude. And I was like, well, out of context, what do you love about this shirt? I mean, do you think that I think witches are around me all the time, and like maybe you're like a D&D guy, or maybe like I was like, because there's a really small chance that maybe he knew the reference.
Maybe.
But when I get compliments on this shirt when it's by itself, it's a weird moment. Anyway,
I'm going to say that I will say this, and I love you, Tyson. But the reason that shirt died in a fire is because couples T-shirts are never open.
I disagree, Smith. I love them. There's a like an Oktoberfest ripoff in what is it, New Braunfels, which is right by Austin, Texas. And it's called Worst Fest. And when Jonas and I got married in 2016, we were going to make shirts that said, he's the worst, she's the worst. Come on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things I'm okay with marriage on.
I know what I'm sending you and Kathy for Christmas. Fuck yes. Tyson?
I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Yeah, no, we'll find stupid.
Fair. No.
That doesn't work. Wait, Smith, what's on your T-shirt? It's T-shirt time.
Oh yeah, it's Night Flight.
Actually,
Tyson's probably a little more familiar with the history of Night Flight, but I think it was on was it
TBS?
Syndicated? Yeah, it was on TBS. Okay, it was TBS, and they would play. I think probably from like
it was like from 82, maybe 81 to like 85. It was like the syndicated version of MTV.
Because a lot of America did not have MTV. It was in the bigger metropolitan networks, but it was not in a lot of rural areas. Yeah.
Yeah, we did not. So Night Flight was our MTV when I was growing up.
So I bought the television, the T-shirt, and it actually they have a streaming service which I do recommend checking out. I think it's like $5 a month.
Yeah,
And
Is it really?
And you can bust through it in like 2 months. Like
absolutely. Like it's not they're not like rotating content in and out. So like you can get through what you want to, but tons of really cool music documentaries, just like random, like full episodes of old videos, like really cool to check out. Lots of like weird, just random stuff too, like just kind of cult films, and it's a pretty cool collection. So worth checking out. So
nice.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a Bowie t-shirt.
I will go to there. Yeah. Bowie! Surprise, surprise. Thanks, Glassman. Girl. It's my birthday present.
Oh. Okay, so what have you got any other headlines?
I don't think so. I think we can probably go into.
And you don't have any headlines as well, Dawson.
No, yes, that honestly, the only half-assed one was Martha Stewart possibly dating Pete, but yeah, we already talked about that. So
yeah, just a real quick mention: Wolfgang Peterson, famed director, died.
Oh, that's
today.
right.
This dude, like one of my favorite films of all time, Das Boot. Just a great. If you have not seen,
I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
Okay, so here's what you do: pick a day. And just go and watch you want to watch, like, you just need to pick it, like, write it on your calendar, like Das Boot Day. And what I'm going to recommend you do is watch the mini series release, because the theatrical, this whole thing, but the director's cut's like 4 hours long.
Oh my!
He was pissed because they cut it down to 3, like 250 for the theatrical release. But the mini series release is like the full 6. So it's split up, so it's easier to watch. You don't have to do it a day, but basically, this movie is just about the desperation and ultimate sadness of man. So when you're having a real bad day, when you think things can't get any worse, Das Boot Day, and you'll absolutely feel better about yourself. Like,
amazing!
No matter what is going on, because it is the most just desperate, sad. Oh, but it's great. It's amazing. But dude also did the Never-Ending Story, which is like crazy.
Wow. Oh shit!
Like,
okay.
Yeah, so like,
I didn't realize that.
So, he was. I mean, he lived a good life. I think he was in his 80s. So I think, I don't think he was active anymore. But really talented director and German.
R.I.P. in German.
R.I.P. in German. Das is sad.
Yeah, me too. It is sad. It is sad. R.I.P.
All right, that's it.
All right, here we go into plugs.
You, the ice cream manufacturer. You, the frozen food distributor. And you, the food retailer. Stand today in the midst of a selling revolution. For today, you're in a merchandising era of self-service, where display and accessibility are the key to successful merchandising. Yes, today's problem is merchandising. To sell in high volume for high profits, frozen products are impulse items, and impulse buying is primarily an emotional decision.
So I don't have a lot this week. We just got together last Thursday, so not a lot has happened. I will say that I watched the first episode of The Rehearsal on HBO Max.
Oh, nice. How is that?
I liked it. It is interesting. Apparently, there's like 5 episodes, and it's a real mind bender of kind of a weird thing, but I definitely would recommend watching it. It's like a documentary, which is kind of funny also as well, but also just really strange. So I would definitely recommend watching it. I mean, as much as you guys like documentaries, and I do like documentaries as well, I would definitely. It's not scripted. It is the newest, weirdest form of reality TV and I don't hate it. So
okay.
Interesting.
And then I watched this great movie today called The Great Satan, which is a movie it's a found footage movie by Everything Is Terrible. And I did not know that they had put it out, but I found it today, and you can get it on Everything Is Terrible's website for like $7 for a download, and it is next level for them anyway. It's next level. It's really good. So I mean, if you like found footage kind of stuff, very funny. But it's all about Satan and God, and mostly Satan, and it's pretty.
And sorry, where can I find this again, Tyson?
If you do a search for Everything Is Terrible, I don't know what their website is actually. Oh, actually, I can tell you right now. It's watch.everythingisterrible.com.
That's really long.
That is really long.
Everythingisterrible.com will get you there.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
made it.
If you like found footage stuff, which I do, it is precisely cut. It is.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's fun, lots of fun. Anyway, those are my plugs this week. Although I guess I will plug one more thing. They finally put out a vinyl version of Cake's Fashion Nugget. It's never been released.
Salt in the wounds. Yeah. Huh? Salt in the wounds.
Well, no, you can buy it.
I just bought it. I know, but I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, but you can buy it.
I know, but it's going to take me longer. You have it right now. You can listen to it literally right now. I cannot.
I will say previously, so they've only their last record was actually put out on vinyl. Everything before that is never put out on vinyl.
No shit.
Yeah, on Record Store Day 3 or 4 years ago, they released a box set that had every single release on vinyl.
Cool.
And I couldn't find one. First off, it was like $200, but it's like 7 albums, so whatever. But then they only made like X amount of them, so if you want to buy that box set, it's like $600 or $700.
Oh no!
On secondary market. So anyway, this was kind of a cool thing, and I'm just gonna plug it. I'm gonna plug it one more time. Soccer Mommy, that new record is so good. I just can't tell you how.
Yeah, fuck, I gotta
shaping up to be my favorite record of the year.
The Pixies single that came out on Friday. Did you guys hear that?
What's it called?
Like once through.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I'll listen to it again. But
producers.
I think I had the same reaction.
Was it something like House of Horrors or something like that? I think I did hear it.
I don't know. I just popped up on my own. I was like, oh, this just came out today.
Yeah, it came up on my Vault of Heaven.
That's what it
was. Vault of Heaven. Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
Which I was like, well, this sounds like an old one. It doesn't it? To me, it sounds like
an old one.
Yeah.
I need to listen to it again. I just was curious.
I do too. The first run through, I was like, all right.
Oh, I just want to mention this because we've been listening to Sirius XM radio. We had to drive back from the beach to the beach and back to the beach. So I started listening to First Wave Radio on XM.
Oh yeah, big fan. Yeah.
Cool.
How many fucking chart-topping songs did the Human League have? I had no idea. There's all these cuts that I thought were deep cuts, and they're like that charted at 19 and 1982, and I'm like, Human League, like. Thompson Twins. I was like, did Thompson Twins have this many? Anyway, I know you know all this, Matt, but I was just like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know anything about it.
No, that music? That was like mainstream music. Like
it was, but I missed it because I was listening to KJLS.
Right. Well, now the Thompson Twins were like Lizzo. Like it was weird, but yeah, it's not exactly like Lizzo.
Listen, I do love. I never heard a Thompson Twins song I didn't like. To be fair.
Oh yeah, they're a very talented band. Very talented band. Yeah.
Great hair.
And I didn't really. I thought I was thinking about this the other day. Is that there was always kind of this mad rush of record deals in the early 90s with kind of the same thing happened in the 80s, only 80% of them come out of Britain. They're just we're just going to take this island and it's going to entertain America for the next 10 years.
They were like, I was listening to it just the other day because it's in the presets, and it was like Spandau Ballet wanted to put out a funky song, and I was like, Spandau Ballet put out a funk song? Like, what the shit? And then they played it, and I was like, I guess this is funk for Spandau Ballet, but I guess it's technically Anyway, I digress. Matt?
Just a couple. I did not, again, I'm kind of in the same year, but I've not had a chance to watch a whole lot. I'm sure Dawson may talk about it, but I have not seen the final episodes, which I think aired last night. Is that correct? Have you seen it?
That is correct, and I did watch it, and it
is
did watch
it. So I am blinders.
I have opinions.
No spoilers, please. We're gonna watch it tomorrow night, but we actually
no spoilers.
Just caught up on season 6. We started. Kathy and I started the rewatch. So we could timed it perfectly. We watched it. Right into Breaking Bad, and then into El Camino, or not El Camino, whatever was it El Camino? What was the movie called?
El Camino was the movie.
Camino, yeah. Yep. Not a Clint Eastwood movie. Also maybe an El Camino, but anyway. But yeah, and so looking forward to that. Only one I was going to mention is the Netflix show, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. Is a Never Have I Ever on Netflix.
I have not.
What's it is Mindy Kaling's show, I believe. I believe she's the showrunner. And it's just about a teenage Indian American girl, like in high school. It's actually quite good. Like, it's actually very cute. I've watched the first couple seasons. I've watched the first episode of season 3. Just really good. If you haven't seen it, it's lighter fare. They're very quick, like 26 episodes a minute, or episodes a show, minutes a show, and so yeah, it's good. The other plug I had was weirdly Tidal. The music streaming service. So they are doing like a thing right now where you can. Are you guys heard of Tidal?
Isn't that Jay-Z's streaming service, or am I wrong about that?
Jay-Z's Tidal, yeah. So I think it may.
Oh, Tidal, yeah.
Kind of. So here's the thing about Tidal is that they're doing right now. It's actually, if you want to check it out, it's like $5 for like 3 months, and otherwise it's like $20 a month. But the nice thing about Tidal over Spotify is the quality of the recording, because Spotify is still loss compression. I think it's like 350.
It's 320. It's
320, yeah, which is not great compared to lossless. And so the nice thing about Tidal is everything is CD quality at a minimum, and then they also actually have like 24-bit mix downs for a lot of stuff that they've actually gone through and done the full 24-bit. Because, not to get too technical about this, but when a 24-bit always gets downgraded to a 16-bit for CD, that's kind of how CDs work. And so they basically have better than CD quality digital releases. And they've got, I would say, like, for most stuff, like I think they've got like master, just for an example, like I think they've got master qualities for like most of the replacements recording. So like if it's not like super obscure, they probably, because that's actually and it is noticeable. So it's a little pricey. Interfaces, they just flat out ripped off Spotify. I mean, to like an amusing degree. Where it's like the daily mixes and everything they ripped off from Spotify. It's clunky. The software is pretty clunky compared to Spotify. So what I would recommend is I think I'm gonna keep both. I'm gonna do Spotify for my casual listening, and then Tidal will be my vinyl. It'll be my time where I listen to a whole.
Now, so I just want to mention something, because it's just worth pointing out, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what I was taught in school: is that the human ear can't tell a difference. It can't hear anything above 16K as opposed to 24. So it's, while they talk about these sort of higher frequency grace notes that your ear might be able to pick up on in theory, but your ear doesn't really extend past. It's like, like your eyes can only see so many colors regardless of how many they can pump out on TV. Huh. I don't know if that's true anymore. I don't know if it ever was true. Maybe it's a fever dream I had, but for $5,
I definitely know there's high and low frequency cutoffs that the human ear can't decipher. But
I would
we'll save that for another show.
Yeah. For $5 for 3 months, I'll definitely try it out, because
I will too.
Yeah, pretty decent library. They've got some stuff that if you've had anyone who's made an exodus from Spotify, they're also still on. So I was able to get my Big Black and Shellac collections are back.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Okay.
So they do actually have kind of a broader catalog in a way. But anyway, worth checking out for $5 the next 3 months. Just remember to cancel it if you don't like it. So.
This is a weird thing. If you watch our video, I often know that we're taking notes, and you can literally see it. Anyway.
Nice.
Ross, you got any?
I got a few plugs. As Smith mentioned, no unplugs this week.
Oh wow! Okay,
I know, right? Negative Nancy has left the building temporarily. So the final episodes of Better Call Saul, Jonas and I watched the final episode. No spoilers. It's quite good, of course.
How long is it?
It is 100. Well, okay. So there's a discrepancy online. People were taking screenshots and it said an hour and 38 minutes, but it's really like an hour and 19 minutes.
Okay.
There's like some extra stuff at the end, which I guess bleeds into the 38. But I think Vince fucking nailed it. to say the least. Yeah.
Well,
not disappointed. That's all I'm going to say for now. We can talk about it once.
Absolutely. We'll talk about it next week. Once.
Yeah. It's good. Really good. And then the Yeah Yeahs, they have a new single out called Burning.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I like it.
It's all right, yeah.
It's all right. It's not their best work, but I like the story behind it. Apparently, it was about Karen O leaving a candle on in her apartment in New York and then leaving and then coming back and her entire room was ablaze. So, yeah. Note for the kids, don't leave your candles burning when you leave the fucking apartment to go get drunk. Thanks, Karen O. And then my last plug is, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a half plug. It's like, I want to plug it fully, but I'm not there yet. I've watched 3 episodes of the A League of Their Own series on Amazon. And the whole reason I wanted to watch it is, well, they're a couple. I love the movie. And then 2, Abby Jacobson wrote most of the episodes, and she's fantastic from Broad City. And she stars in it too. And she's very good in it. So, yeah, I'm going to plug it for her. There's some cheese. There's a layer of American cheese to it. So, yeah, check it out, but maybe not the whole thing. I'm kind of thinking I might.
Are you bailing? Yeah, you're there. Yeah, you're there. No, you're there. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I want to like it more. I do.
It's okay.
I do, but I think that they're trying to capture the same magic of the movie in various ways. Like, for example, the actors are trying to act like, one of them is trying to act a little too much like Gina Davis. And, like it's,
Yeah, I could see that.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
I told my wife that, I said, if they let Jon Lovitz play his character from the original movie, I would watch it in a second.
Oh my God.
Yes. Because that's my favorite part of the whole movie, is Lovitz in that whole movie. Anyway, sure I assume they didn't. So.
Yeah, no, there is no Jon Lovitz. That is another mistake that they made. But God, I love Jon Lovitz.
Me too.
Dana Carvey does a really good Jon Lovitz impression on his last episode on Conan Needs a Friend, that podcast. Yes, I'm plugging another podcast, but it's funny. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Well, when we went
all the way through ours, it's fine. Yeah.
You can
do another one now.
Go listen to something else. I don't know if you guys know this. When I was in Vegas last, Sally got us tickets. So we saw Dana Carvey and Jon Lovitz live together.
Shut up!
No,
it was
amazing.
It was super good. And I don't know if you guys know this. Jon Lovitz is like a concert level pianist.
I did.
And he was amazing. Like he was so good. I mean, he was way funnier than I thought he'd be. And he really he wasn't doing bits, it was just really good. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. One of my favorite stories from Dana was he was talking about Lovitz, and there's this one skit that didn't make it onto SNL that still chaps his ass. And Dana will just kind of poke the bear, and he's like, what about that skit that you did? And Lovitz will be like, you know why they didn't do it? Because it's funny. And then he just walk out of the room. I can love that guy.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, I think
that's it.
Yeah, I think I would say independently hilarious. Is that what do we want to say?
I think that's independently hilarious.
Yeah, independently hilarious. That's
the word is in.
The word is yeah.
Validation is finally here.
Yes. Thank you, Amazon Music. Thank you.
My parents would be proud, but they also listen to the podcast. So,
are they watching it now, Smith?
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna have to find out if they're actually. I'm not gonna ask for that. I think the audio level. I think they just do it when like there's nothing else to do on the way to Grandma's house. I think
that's right. Yeah, that's where.
That's when we come in. Is when it's,
right, yeah.
Kansas FM radio or a little funny time. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Good
All
stuff.
Right, well, hey, let's do it again next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.